Good evening, everyone. This is Coach A, and I'm coming in live from Decaf Coffee Republic, the home of certified life coaches in the Philippines and soon to be global. And tonight, I am joined by certified life coaches in the house. We have also an incoming coach, okay, and we have also a guest, okay, on floor. Good evening, sir. Thank you for joining us. May kasama po talaga ako. Hindi niyo po ba naririnig? Good evening, good evening. If this is the first time you're joining me, this is Coach A. I am a certified life coach. There are two things that I do. Okay, I empower people to be mentally fit so they can stay alive and live beautifully. Okay, you don't have to be mentally challenged to be my client. Okay, my purpose in life and my mission as a life coach is to help individuals elevate, escalate, accelerate, and level up in life by being mentally empowered to make decisions, to take choices, and to make decisions for themselves and for themselves to begin with. Okay, many of the people loses the joy, loses the power, empowerment, loses the things that they want to do and achieve in life simply because they are not in control of their lives. They are not in control because they are giving the remote control, the button, okay, the push button to other people. As a life coach, I want to help people understand that to begin with, you have to take care of yourself before you can take care of other people. You have to value yourself, you have to love yourself before you can start valuing and loving others, okay? And strengthening Thursday, coaching for the soul is actually for that. Every Thursday, I come in live to help people understand that deep within you is the most beautiful, the most important being in the whole world, and that is you, next to God. Many of us go through life, okay, prioritizing all other people except yourself. You hurt yourself, you beat yourself, okay, you ostracize yourself, okay, and you feel you're not enough or you feel you don't deserve it. You feel that all the rest should benefit from the work, from the labor, from the fruits of your labor except yourself. So every Thursday, I come in and challenge people to believe and to understand that in the design of God, God have valued you. So you have to value yourself. And for tonight, we're going to be talking about the invincible power of joy. So stay tuned. Okay, if you are one person who's challenged right now, if you are one person right now who's finding that meaning, that purpose, and that inner joy in your life, then stay tuned. I'm going to be talking about that. Another thing that I do as a life coach is I represent the Life Coach Training Institute that is based in Dallas, Texas, USA. Just in case you are alive, kicking, and awake by this time, Master Coach Lakendra, good evening from the Philippines, good morning in your country. We do life coach certification program in different regions. We have tomorrow here for NCR, so batch 23 is up tomorrow, okay? We have one incoming coach on floor right now attending the talk, first time in Decaf Coffee Republic. Welcome, coach. We're doing batch 23, May 10 and May 18. And then after that, we're doing batch 24, akalain nyo, we're on batch 24. We will be back in Region 8. That's gonna be May 25 and June 2. And Coach K Sabala is right here on floor right now with guests. So to all our coaches in Region 8, your beloved Coach K is on floor tonight. She's back home, okay? So if you are with an NCR, I believe we still have a spot, I think 1 or 2 spots. If you want to walk in, if you want to connect with Coach Rizal, 0917-586-1661. We have remaining 2 spots for tomorrow, okay? We have actually 1, but it became 2 because one of our student cannot make it tomorrow, so we have 2 spots. So just in case you are believing that tonight is a night for you to make a decision that will change your life forever, we're waiting for you. Make that decision, okay? Connect with Coach K. And for Coach, connect with Coach K for Tacloban. Tama, Coach K? Oh, ready na siyang tumanggap ng estudyante. Okay? Kahit nandito siya sa Manila, connect with her. For those of you who's messaging me from Region 8, okay, and nearby territory, nearby provinces, Coach K Sabala is in Manila, but she will be back in Tacloban, so you can start connecting with her. You can start connecting with her for certification or even for coaching services. Right now, we have 35 certified life coaches in the region. So these people are willing and ready and capable to help you. So if you're within the region, please take the opportunity to connect with our coaches in the region. Okay, next, okay. If you are someone, okay, who believe you need help, Okay? Not necessarily you have a problem. Not necessarily you're struggling in life. Not necessarily you are in a situation that is unbearable. But if you believe you need help to level up in life, if you believe you need help to be better in life, you need help to accelerate in whatever you're doing in life, and you need and you're willing, okay? You need and you're willing to work with a professional coach, I invite you to visit Decaf Coffee Republic one of these days, okay? We open at 11 o'clock and at night we closes at 10. During weekends like tomorrow, Friday and Saturday, we close at 12 midnight. Come over. We've got certified life coaches in the house. Not only our directors are certified life coaches, but we also have coaches in the house that are willing, who are willing to help you. So you don't even have to set an appointment. You just have to come over and speak with a coach, okay? Know what our profession can do, know what our profession can offer, and understand how life can be much, much better, be better if only you will work with someone who is professional, who can facilitate growth, development, change in your life. All right. Tonight is the night where we will be talking about the power of invincible joy, and I want to share this with you. Number one, I'm coming from a state of full joy, okay? I'm really joyful tonight. It is, okay? We've been, not because I'm problemless, not because I'm flawless, not because there are no challenges. In fact, this is one season of my life that everything is very challenging, okay? Preparing for 2 certification, upcoming certification, doing a lot of things in the institute, attending to a lot of clients is always a challenge, all right? But that's what I want to share with you, that it is not the condition, it is not the situations in our lives that should define the state of joyfulness in our heart. Okay? Happiness is dependent on situation. Joy is not. Let me repeat that. Happiness is dependent on situation. Joy is not. Okay? Maybe you can relate this when you encounter death in the family. Like, I encountered one. Many years back, I would say, I don't know, I cannot relate because I have not experienced death in the family. But over a year ago, we experienced that when my father died, when my father passed away. It wasn't happy, okay? It was a mourning season, but it was full of joy. It was full of joy knowing that he went to the Lord. God took care of him. God took care of the family. God took him in peace. God provided for what we need and what we needed for the whole hospitalizations. And it was a state of joy knowing that in 40 days, everything happens and he rests in peace. But we weren't happy. You ask me today, I'm not happy as well. I just lost a very, very, very dear aunt to me. I haven't seen her for years. And just when I was planning to see her, she passed away the following day. It's not happy. Okay? You receive news of people dying. It's not happy. You receive dear friends suffering with illness, terminal illness. It's not happy for me. Okay? Or, yeah, just coming back from a vacation and you start missing the relatives, you start missing the fun, you start missing like that, breathtaking views. Not happy. But there's a state of joy. I'm a state of joy. And joy allows you to conquer many hindrances in life that stops you from getting the results that you want. And that's what I'm going to be talking about tonight. So if you're here and there are things in life that you want to achieve, there are results in life that you have been waiting to come, and yet, okay, it seems near but too far. Sabi nga ni Coach Candy nung wala ako, okay? So she was watching my Monday with Coach A live. Sabi niya, so near and yet so far. Di ba ganon? Can you connect with me? There are dreams in life. There are things in life that it's so near and yet so far. Para na pag natatraffic kayo sa Makati, it's so near and yet So far, nakikita mo na yung building, hindi ka pa rin makababa kasi nakita mo lang siya but it's not yet there. Many of us travel through life and it seems that the things we want, okay, it's just like a hand grabs. Like, andyan lang siya eh, abot kamay. Pero bakit wala? Or maybe you have it, but you cannot enjoy. Maybe you have it, but you cannot appreciate. Maybe you have it, but you feel you do not deserve it. I don't deserve it. Earlier, I have a client who said, like, I feel I don't deserve it. Okay, I challenged her because she said, I don't have this, and I said, like, do you really believe you don't have it? She said, I have it, but I don't deserve it. And then I asked another thing, do you really believe you don't deserve it? And she kind of saying, I don't deserve it because if I get it, I enjoy it, other people don't enjoy it. How many of you can connect with that? Like, if you're happy, you're joyful, you're fulfilled, you're contented, and the person next to you is not, you start feeling, I don't deserve it. Who can connect with me? Sinong may ganong moment? Na as if pag may masaya ka, ikaw yung may kasalanan. Siya, ba't ako masaya, siya malungkot? Like, yes? Oo. I have all the heads. The nodding of the head. How many of you would connect with that? That as if, ito yung term yun, nakaka-guilty. Nakaka-konsensya. Why? Why? Happiness is contagious, and so sorrow is. Okay? So I don't want to talk about happiness. Because happiness is contagious. Masaya ka ngayon, paglabas mo dyan mamaya may nakita ko, ay gosh, nalungkot ako, na-heartbroken naman ako. Like, you can't control situations in life. Okay? So, I'm gonna dive in tonight and I wanna share with you the invincible power of joy. And to do that, I wanna share with you 3 common hindrances, okay, that human being, okay, so if you're a human being, who are the human beings in the house? Wala, hello, nasaan ka? May kasama po talaga ako, maniwala kayo, but normally, this is one of the topics na medyo, di ba? Okay, if you're a normal being, these 3 things you can connect with. These 3 things, you would say, Coach, parang ako yan. Okay? So, 3 obstacles why you seem to be far away from the results, from the goals, and from the things you want to achieve in life. Are you ready? Yes. Ready? Yes. Medyo takot eh. Ano ba? Ready. Sabi mo, di ba, ready? Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Marami po kami on floor. Maniwala kayo. Tahimik lang talaga sila at nagbabantay. So, I start. Because as I begin with, as we started, for all of you watching online, we start the talk at 7:30, but we go online at 8 o'clock because the 30 minutes is really a special moment with all our on-floor guests. So we started at 7:30. We gotta kind of start talking about things, and there are 3 questions that I gave to my guests. What are the 3 questions? Yes? Number 1 is, when was the last time?
Scared.
You get scared and? Okay. When was the last time they feel scared, fearful, and they want to run to a place of safety? Number 2, when was the last time you want to consume something, all right, but you feel you don't have enough to get it? And number 3, when was the last time that it was so uncomfortable, okay, that you want to stop and give it up on life? Okay? Those are the 3 questions I started with. Because to begin with, these 3 situations are the normal situations and conditions in life that steal your joy. Okay? The joy of having what God have already prepared for you. Okay? Let me begin with the time, okay, number one obstacle, okay, is this. Okay. Do you ever feel at times, okay, that because it is so scary and fearful, okay, in unfamiliar territory, like you've never done it before, or you don't know the outcome, you don't know the result, and you start hearing it, you start receiving prompting, you start receiving what? Some of people, I start receiving from God. Some people would say, I knew it's for me. That's the thing. But because you are so fearful, you are so scared, you wall up. And you pretend you don't get it. You don't understand. You don't hear it. Can you connect? Most of the time you'll tell, I don't understand. I don't know. But truth of the matter, you're scared. Ikaw ba yon? Is that you? You experience time wherein people start telling you something. And because you can connect with that person, and you can understand what that person is telling you, your response is to wall up and say, oh, I don't get it. I don't understand. But truth of the matter, you're so scared because you're starting to feel, I knew it. That's my calling. That's my purpose. But I am not so sure what will be the outcome. So I'm running away from it. When was the last time? Okay, remember this. When was the last time, or could you remember a moment when you shut off from authority because you don't want to hear what the authority is saying, because you know exactly that is so fearful for you? Hello? Nandyan pa ba kayo? Any one of you who have that experience and can connect with me, ngitian mo ko. Ha? Meron ba? If you're watching online, okay. Okay. Hashtag connect, hashtag ako yan, okay? Or mag-emoji ka na lang. Ito yung mga moment na hindi mo alam kung isasagot mo. Is that you? Okay. Number one obstacle why you cannot move on in life and accept and receive the results that you always wanted is because of this. You know what's this? Cowardice. You're coward. We are so committed to the feeling of being safe. We want to stay in the safe zone. We want to stay in a familiar zone. We want to stay where everything is there and known to us. But would you agree with me that if you stay in a state of safety and you will not take risks, nothing new will unfold? Who will connect? Who will connect? Gladys, you're a chemical engineer. I heard that. Okay. If there are no experiments, if there are no experiments in life, there are no programs, new programs to be developed for those of you who are in IT, if there are no inventions, if there are no things that people were willing to risk, will we ever experience growth and development? No. I believe you know the answer is no. So, let me pull the question, do you want growth and development in your life? Yes. Taas ang kamay. Actually, para lang mag-exercise. Yun yan. Who wants growth and development in life? When was the last time you took the risk? When was the last time you took the risk to get the results that you want in life. Ereka, the source of happiness is external while the joy comes from within. That's right. Oh, Coach Cherise, Master Coach Cherise, thank you for tuning in. Good morning. Okay, Coach Shay, we miss you. Okay, she's watching with us. Okay, when was the last time? When was the last time you took the risk to achieve the results that you want? I want to share with you this from Jeremiah 12:5. This is just beautiful. I don't normally do this, but I want to share this scripture with you. This is very close to me, and I think this one will connect with you. It says, if you have raced with men on foot and they have wearied you, how will you compete with horses? You know what does it mean? Simple things in life you allow to weary you, and yet you want greater things in life. Jesse and Coach Ayla is also watching. Hello. What does it just tell? It's beautiful. It just tells us that we complain with simple things in life and we immediately run to a place of safety. We don't want to risk. We don't want to stretch ourselves, and yet we want greater things in life. We shut down opportunities in life. We roll up to people who wants to challenge you. How many times you've done that in your life? You wall up with people. You wall up and say, no, I don't hear you. I don't understand you. That's not for me. I am too old. The familiar excuse, I am too old to learn. Been there, done that. And you just shut off and run to a place of safety. And down the road, you complain why things are not happening. Are you willing to risk? What are you willing to risk to get the results that you want? Without risk, there's no reward of new things. If you will only do things that is familiar to you, if you will do things over and over again and get the safety net results, then don't complain that you're not getting your dreams. Don't complain that you're not achieving your goals. Don't complain that you live life as if nothing is moving, that life is stagnant. Obstacle number 2. Ready? Ready? Obstacle number 2 is your unquenchable consumption of things. What is unquenchable? Unstoppable consumption of things. I am not talking of, okay, I'm not talking here of your consumption of food. You know what I'm talking here? Your consumption of social media, movies, consumption of demands of your career, your consumption of more stuff in your life. The quest to consume more, as if things are not enough. I got this from desiringgod.com. There's a one-liner there that states, a life devoted to consumption consumes life. Let me repeat that. A life devoted to consumption consumes life. It's like you're not getting enough of social media. You're not getting enough of what your career can give to you. You're not getting enough of what money can buy. You're not getting enough of the movies you've been watching. And yet you want results in life. And yet you want things in life. But you keep consuming things that is not for the goals that you have set in your life. There are fixed 24 hours in a day. Agree? Meron bang may 25 dito? 24 hours in a day, fixed. Everything you have to do daily is in a time frame of 24 hours. Let me ask you then, how much time in a 24 hours do you give to the achievement of your goal, to the achievement of your dreams, to the fulfillment of your purpose and calling? How much? In a 24 hours, do you really devote intentionally and focus an 1 hour, 2 hours for the things you want to achieve in life? Or you just use the 24 hours to many things that would not even yield the results that you want? And at the end of the day, you complain, you whine, and you sigh, and again, natapos na naman yung maghapon, walang nangyari sa akin. At the end of the day, you complain, nothing new. May ginawa ka bang bago? Is there something new you have done for today? Like just today. What is it that you have done, okay, towards the achievement of your goal in life? I believe all of us here would agree that there is one thing in your life that you want to achieve. Just one, all of us here. Agree? Wala. God hears you and sees you. Coach Jasmine, okay, is watching. Hello, Coach Jasmine. Every one of us here on floor, you watching online, have one thing in life that you want to achieve. At least one. I want to bet for that. And I want to challenge you. Is there one thing you've done today intentionally and focused for the achievement of that one thing you want to achieve in life? As simple as, I want to travel. Travel where? Anywhere. Just travel. See? Travel where? That thing, you can't even spend time. Where do you want to travel? Where? When? How much do you need? Like people would say, given the money, I want to travel. Where? How much money do you need to travel? How much money do you need to have that vacation? You don't even define. So how do you get that? Let me pull back a little more, a little deeper, a little back on the background. Do you really have that one goal in life? Well, I believe that in my heart that you have one. But let me ask you, really? Do you really have that goal in life? Do you really have that? I'm not even talking of goals. I'm only talking of one. Goal. Do you have a goal? If your answer is kind of yes, I'm not sure, maybe. Okay, Coach Mel, okay, Cebu. Okay, hello, Coach Mel. She'll be in Manila very soon. Okay. You tell me, yeah, sure, I have, maybe, I yet to define it. I believe the question is, what is your vision? How do you see life? 5 years? That's long. Okay, 1 year from now. 6 months from now, how do you see your life? Because if you cannot envision your life in 6 months, in 1 year, or 5 years, then how in the world you can even have at least one goal in life? If you cannot envision that life, that person. I'm not talking about your vision for your family. I'm not talking about vision for your company, vision for your career. I'm talking about you. How do you see yourself 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now? From that vision, what are the goals you have set to get that? And from the goals, what are you doing every day of your life? Apart from consuming things that will not yield you to the achievement of your goal. With all due respect to social media, this is social media. We're communicating, we're getting to you through social media. All right? With all due respect to Netflix, okay? And to all the movie producers. With all due respect to all the content provider, okay? They are there for a purpose, a reason. The question is we as a consumer, how do we consume things? You know, even food that is good for our body, if you consume more, it's gonna be a toxic to us. Same is true. These things were created, these things were invented, these things were given to us for a purpose, a mission. But are we using it really for that? Like really, let me challenge you. What are the things that you consume every day and kill your time and it yields no result in your life. Unquenchable consumption of things. A life devoted to unquenchable consumption of more and more, where you cannot have enough. Trust me, you cannot have enough to consume this. Even your 24 hours, there are people, you watch movie, you watch Netflix, you watch Facebook Live, you watch, not live, that is the streaming, the ads, ano pa ba? You have a lot in Facebook. Your 24 hours, trust me, is not enough. And please, hear me out on this. There's a lot of families now broken, separated, lost because of Facebook. But really, the purpose of Facebook is to connect people, not to disconnect people. That was the original intention, to connect people. So let's use it for that. Number three hindrance. The temptation to live for comfort. If some people would have the feeling, I don't deserve it. The other side of the pendulum is this: I deserve it. I deserve comfort. I'm entitled for that. Those people who retired early in life, or maybe in a retirement stage, for all of you who are seasoned, like you're senior citizen, you're on an age of great wisdom, that is not the end of your life. There is more to life. Age is just a number. It's the posture of the heart that matters. We have Mommy Bell, 72 years old. Our life coach, Mommy Bell, is 72. She's in Cebu. She's toiling. Discomfort and all, yes, but she's toiling. She wants it. We have Coach Philip, like 74. So, what is it that you are missing because you want the comfort of life? Coach Joy, yan, say hello to everyone. How many times you let go of an opportunity because it's gonna be uncomfortable for you? How many times you let go of growth, chances for growth? You said, no, that's not for me because it's not comfortable. Now, what's the hope? And what's the hope? What's the hope? We're talking about invincible power of joy. Let's talk about joy. So what are the three hindrances? Pwede na tayong umiti. What are the three hindrances? Huh? Cowardice. Okay, and then? And? Who's guilty? Who's guilty at least of one? Who's guilty of all? There is hope. And let's move and shift the gear now. We can be free from being cowards. We can be free from being cowards. We can cut the cords that entangles us to consumption of things that does not produce output, and we can really get out of the dungeon of that acceptable comfort and really fighting for comfort zone. Facets of joy, let me share with you. Let's see what joy can do. You remember when you were in fear? and you just throw the towel, you want to throw the towel, and you don't want to try? You remember the time you were so scared? Coaches, guess? Okay, let me challenge you. Do you have the faith? Because if you had the faith, then fear will not have its place. Cowardice will not survive when you have the joy of faith. Joy of faith. When you have faith, no matter what happened, no matter what sets you in front of you, whatever scares you, whatever frightens you, whatever causes you fear, when you have that faith and the joy of faith, you'll cut it through. You'll survive. Because cowardice will not survive when there is faith. Have you ever thought of that? Where was faith when you were scared? Where was faith when you were so fearful that you wall up? During the times that you experience that fear and feeling of being so scared, would you remember what have you done? What was your response? Ganda ng ngiti ni Coach Rog. For those of you who say, Coach, napaka-religious yan, you talk about faith. Okay, let me talk about trust. Have you trusted anyone? Because fear, being fearful and being scared, you could have combat that if you have trusted someone else. Have you trusted a partner? Have you trusted your spouse? Have you trusted your parents? Have you trusted your sibling? Have you trusted the people around you that no matter what happened, they get you covered? You don't want to talk about faith? Let me talk and challenge you the joy of trusting people, the joy of trusting God, the joy of trusting your team, the joy of trusting your family, the joy of trusting the process, the joy of trusting yourself. When was the last time you really trusted yourself? That you are more than enough to make things happen. That God has equipped you with everything you need to pull this through. When was the last time you have the joy of believing in yourself? Many of us will transition, would desire to move from being an employee to being a business owner or to being an entrepreneur. And that you're so scared to do that. And over, I would challenge and say, you were once employed or you are employed, and in that employment you are paid. Many of you are paid really a great amount of money, and the more you are paid with a great amount of money, the more you are scared and coward to transition. And you have forgotten that person, that employee is being paid because that person, that employee is valuable. You see, your employer believes in you. Your employer paid you a big amount of money because you are worth of something, and yet you cannot believe yourself. Coach Claire, I miss you. Hi, attorney. When was the last time? It seems that people around you trust you. People around you have that faith in you, and you don't trust yourself. Who's connecting? Very quiet, we're alive, and we're still here. And they're still here. Hindi pa naman sila tumatay. Number 2. How would joy, where is the power of joy to set you free from that entanglement to the consumption of things? Where is that? The joy of pouring out your life for the sake of other people. The reason why you consume a lot of time for things that does not yield results is because you are missing the joy of pouring out your life for the sake of other people. You are missing the joy of doing things for other people, for your loved ones, for the people around you, for the people who trust you. It might be you or other people around you, you've heard this and say, I have no purpose, I have no value, I don't know what to do with my life. I am not contented, I am not happy, I'm missing something. You have heard that? You experienced that? Trust me. Tomorrow, get out of bed, do one act of kindness for someone, and you start feeling the joy of being in service, the joy of putting a life for others. There's so much power in that. There's so much joy when you begin to share a part of yourself to other people. Because if you continue to live just for yourself, there's really no joy in it. Connecting. A joy we receive in giving an act of kindness to other people comes from the truth that when you give out something, truth of the matter, when you give out something, whether it's a service, it's a material thing, it's money, the truth of the matter is you don't lose it. Truth of the matter, you get more of that. And when you share the joy of being a blessing to other people, your joy is not even cut into two or half. Your joy is multiplied. Think about it. You make other people joyful, you make other people happy, you make other people lifted up in life, you experience that. Isn't it true that the more you will be inspired and motivated to be better and to do greater? Yes? So when was the last time you did something great, valuable for others? You will be free from the bondage of more and more consumption of social media, movies, demands of your career, in all of this. If you will be consumed thinking how you can make a difference in other people's life, how can you serve your loved ones, how can you serve your company, how you can be a blessing. And you get the joy of pouring out your life for others. Yes? Ang dami naming kindat lang tayo dyan. On number 3, comfort. How do you want to end your life? How do you want to end your life? Not by suicide, sabi ng husband ko. Definitely not by suicide. Okay, how do you want to end your life? Yeah, honestly. Come on now. Have you ever thought of it? Like, how do you want to end your life? Like, si Coach Mix, sabi niya, I wanna attend my own funeral. Yan, ganyan si Coach Mix eh. Kaya ba mag-isip? Hi, Coach Mix. Like, like, if you're given an opportunity, how do you want to end your life? Really, seriously. Lying down and closing my eyes. Have you ever thought of that? Because I want to share with you the third facets of joy that will really challenge and really sets you free from that crippling of comfort. You don't want to have the joy of dying for the sake of other people's joy. Yeah, have this joy of dying for the sake of other people's. I got this from the church. One of our pastors would say this: husband, you die for your wife every day. Really? Isn't it? Husband, you die. Because Jesus Christ died for the whole mankind. Right? May pag-yes. Yeah. And there is joy. Because when you die for the joy of other people, for the sakes of other people, and you start seeing life being breathed into that person, what happens to you? You just don't stay alive. You have that power to breathe more life to other people. Don't you think that's so powerful of you? To breathe life? To breathe life? So, like, when you're able to do that, then you get to understand. Forget about that comfort. Because in this comfort, you receive the joy of pouring out your life, giving your life for the joy of seeing people alive because you are taking the sacrifice. You want to live in comfort, you will die and not live. You want to live, die for the joy of other people's joy. Many of us wants life, better life, and the best life. Some of you would just have to have the life. If you're in a season where you seem to be so scared and so fearful of things, all you want is just a life. And for those of you who wants to consume more, you want better life. And for those of you who just want to stay in comfort, you want the best of life. But all of these things will not be possible if you don't have the power of joy to have faith, the power of joy to serve other people, power of joy to breathe life to others. The power of joy will make it possible for you to be out of fear, okay? To be consuming only what you need to consume, and to live not in comfort, but in the life God have created and prepared for you. The invincible power of joy will make you free from fear, survive fear, because many of us would still experience fear. The invincible power of joy will allow you to survive your fear. Be free from what entangles you in the consumption of things that does not provide the satisfaction and the fulfillment in life, and will allow you to creep out of that comfort zone. Because joy allows you to risk, joy allows you to serve, and joy allows you to believe that even in discomfort, life is still beautiful. The joy that comes from having faith, serving others, putting out your life is invincible enough for you to achieve greater things in life. If only you can trust yourself, if only you can pour out your lives for others, and if only you can breathe that joy, even to the point that you feel you're dying, trust me, you will receive invincible power to be better, to be greater, and to have the best of things in life. Let me just take this from Coach Joy. Kalain nyo. Okay, let me read this. To achieve joy, we must be willing to be uncomfortable. Achieving joy isn't always a bed of roses. I feel it's a common misconception that to be joyful, you must always be happy. It's a process. The process is painful, uncomfortable, most especially humbling. Yet, it's deeply fulfilling. We agree with you, Coach Joy. And once we feel joy, we must embrace it. Marami po akong takot, may takot sa joy dahil in-expect nila agad na mawawala ito in a snap. That's right. You don't, like what my mommy kept telling me when I was younger, huwag ka masyadong masaya dahil mamaya iiyak ka. I don't believe in that. For Coach Cherise, it says, don't be happy, okay, for long because later on you will cry. I don't believe in that. Pero it will hinder us to tunay, Joy is a state of heart. Nothing can steal your joy. Nothing. Nothing and no one can steal the joy. But the truth of the matter, for you to experience it, you must have faith. You must be willing. You must have faith. You must be willing to pour out your life. And you must be able to rejoice even if there is discomfort for the sake of other people's living. Life is not meant to live in fear, not meant for consumption of things that does not last. It never meant just for us. Life is to be enjoyed with other people, with our Creator. But it all begins if we can trust that we can have faith in what God have already given to us. Good night, everyone. Thank you for joining me. This is Coach A. I'll see you on Tuesday for Kapihan Night. Good night!